In this section, we're going to learn how to personalize Windows. Now, we're a little bit limited because this is pre-release software, and as you can see down here in the bottom, it's the evaluation copy. It's the Windows 10 Insider Preview. And I can't actually do all the personalization because Windows isn't activated, and it's not activated because it is an evaluation copy. If it was activated, it would be a legitimate copy of Windows. If we go back to Windows 7, personalization, you would right-click on the screen. You could change the screen resolution, and you could click Personalize, and that would let you go through and change the themes, or just the desktop background, some sounds, your screensaver. Pretty straightforward. In Windows 8, you had the same option, right-clicking on the screen, take you to Personalize, and you could go through the themes as well. But you also had, with Windows, you also had the settings charm. If you clicked on personalization, it would take you just to the desktop background. Again, you could change what you want to here, have the background the way you wanted it to be. But if you clicked on settings and went to change PC settings, you had a different personalize. And this is where you would set the picture for the lock screen, your account picture, picture passwords, and settings for context sensitive. So if I went back to the start menu, and I click settings again, and I saw personalize here, this is where I would change the wallpaper for the start screen, as well as the color of my theme. So you had sort of two different personalized experiences in Windows 8. You had the start menu, and you had the desktop. And again, since that was contextual, you can see now it's the settings for the desktop and settings for the start menu. In Windows 10, a little different again. I have the notification center here, and I could go to all settings, and this is really nice right here. All settings is laid out nicely, and you have a whole personalization setting right here. Now again, as I mentioned, I'm limited because I can't activate Windows here because it is an evaluation copy. But we can see everything that needs to go on. So I could set the background for the desktop, and I could choose my picture, choose how it fits, the colors I want to use. So this would be the default colors for on the start menu. This is nice right here. Pick an accent color from my background so that if I had a picture that had a lot of oranges in it or something, it would actually look through and find a color that complements what my desktop background is going to be. And I could say whether to apply that color to the start and taskbar and action center, or it's off, and set the transparency of the start and taskbar. The lock screen, when your system is locked, it can be a whole different picture if you wanted it to be. So this is when you turn your computer on before you put your password on, or if you hit like Windows L to lock your computer, it could be a different picture. And you can set applications that could show on the lock screen. So if I wanted to see the weather on the lock screen, I could add something here. Again, so there's my weather. I could show that on the lock screen. Themes. This again is just like in Windows 7 and Windows 8 where it does sound, desktop icons, etc. And then the start menu, I have some options to show the most used apps. So this obviously is going to change. Right now you can see most used apps. These are things that I haven't used Windows that much, so it's putting some common things at the top for me. So that could switch around. If I used Word a lot, that would show up in my most used. Same thing with recently added apps. That would move it up on the list. Probably fill in right there. And you can choose which folders appear in the start and use start full screen. So that would give you more of the Windows 8 experience. Right now, start has a limited size, basically 2. But if I liked the Windows 8 experience, especially on a tablet, the start screen worked really well. I could switch it to use it full screen. And if you're using a theme for your desktop, so it has a set of pictures, if you don't like the one that it's on, you can always right click and say next desktop background. And that's just a little bit how to personalize Windows overall for you. And in the next section, we're going to go ahead and look at using the start menu, how to personalize that.